and still can crack, and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power. It's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position.
He's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah,
when you look
massive.
at that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
And I know the reason why, because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big, because he's always constantly running the mountains.
That's wild.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fella.
Where's he fight?
Fighters' fear of Naoya and Noi has been explained by Joe Rogan. As a fervent supporter of combat sports, Rogan has long shown his respect for top performers in a variety of sports. His most recent comments highlight the reasons why many boxers are afraid to face Inoue, a boxer who has been rewriting the laws of domination. Indeed, Inoue's professional record of 28 wins, 0 defeats, and 25 knockouts makes his career trajectory nothing short of remarkable. Inoue is now well known in the combat sports industry as of December 2024, having won world titles in a number of weight classes, including light flyweight. The speed, accuracy, and devastating knockout power of Inoue's super flyweights and bantamweights are unmatched. Joe Rogan highlighted No's ability to combine technical skill with unadulterated athleticism, calling him a once-in-a-generation talent. Since Rogan is a black belt in both Taekwondo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, his perspective is based on a thorough knowledge of combat sports. Rogan dissected the factors that make Naoya Inoue intimidating to his rivals. Now that Ya is competing in lesser weight classes, he clarified, it's the power because you don't often see people with that kind of one-punch knockout potential. Although volume striking is frequently used by fighters in Ino's weight class to outscore their opponents, Ino's ability to finish fights with a single, well-timed blow is an uncommon and terrifying possibility. Rogan also commended Ino's remarkable accuracy, saying that he never wastes energy and that every punch is well-planned. It's as if he has a sixth sense about when to strike. Inoue can methodically destroy his opponents with this mix of timing and accuracy, which frequently makes it appear effortless. Another factor is Ino's capacity for mid-fight adaptation. According to Rogan, is like to a chess grandmaster in the ring. Even if you have a strong round against him, he downloads your entire strategy and flawlessly counters it in the next round despite his offensive prowess. Inoue is also quite resilient. Rogan brought up Inoue's 2019 bout with Nonito Donaire, in which he won by unanimous decision despite suffering a fractured orbital bone. That battle demonstrated that in addition to being a skilled knockout artist, he also had heart and tenacity. The psychological effects of facing someone like Inoue, who can knock you out with either hand and hardly suffers any damage himself, were also covered by Rogan. It screws with your head. Due to Ino's reputation, several fighters are said to have shunned fights with him. Rogan compared it to the intimidating air that Mike Tyson once had in his heyday. Tyson would defeat fighters before they ever entered the ring. In his weight class, Rogan believes that has a comparable impact. Rogan was in no way comparable to boxing greats like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, who were renowned for their unrelenting aggression and defensive prowess, respectively. NOU incorporates aspects of both approaches. He possesses Pacquiao's intensity and Mayweather's technical skill. That combo is frightening. Inoue Naoya may be the most deadly combat athlete of our time, but his tremendous power appears to escape public notice far too often and with surprisingly little difficulty. He only ventures beyond his Japanese stronghold 4 times, to be exact. He is regarded as a god inside those walls, attracting valiant fighters from far-off places who dare to challenge him only to be brutally defeated by boxing's living monster. In 2021, Mike Tyson declared that he was the best boxer in the world, even surpassing the great
Japanese 118 pounds, but he was like 108.
Boxing?
He's a mean son of a bitch. Oh yeah, you gotta see this bad motherfucker. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was look like that.
Due to clear language problems and infrequent visibility outside of his native country, his profile hasn't received the same level of attention as his colleagues. However, this doesn't lessen the wonder he evokes beneath his modest exterior. and innocent, young appearance is a vicious predator. His slim physique belies a stunning knockout power so strong that no opponent can withstand it. He presents a conundrum like few others. At your own risk, flee from him to the place where you exchange with him. Bob Arum, the CEO at the top, told Sky Sports that he loves Inoue as a boxer. First of all, despite the fact that neither he nor I understand Japanese or English, I can tell that he is a really charming young man with a wonderful personality. I have never seen anything like that. He's truly amazing to watch as he uses his enormous knockout power to defeat a little person like Inoue. Ano is ranked second on BoxRec's pound-for-pound rankings, behind only Terence Crawford, but there is a strong case to be made that he should be ranked first at number 31. As only the second person after Terence Crawford to become an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes during the 4-belt period, he has made a lasting impression on history. The super bantamweight category was cemented with a decisive knockout of Marlon Tapales in the 10th round. He started out as a light flyweight and has since risen through the ranks to win world titles in 4 different weight classes. When Inoue went professional with Ohashi, he made a strong statement about his professional goals. In 2012, Jim and Hideyuki Ohashi vowed to never take the easy route and adopted a no-compromise strategy. This way of thinking produced results quite quickly. He won the WBC light flyweight title just 6 fights into his career with a spectacular knockout of 2-division champion Adrian Hernandez in the 6th round. He won the WBO junior bantamweight title as his second world title 2 fights later, in December 2014, when he stunned Omar Narvaez with a knockout. He solidified his supremacy over the next 2 years by defending the title 7 times in a row. He defeated Jamie McDonald via first-round stoppage in May 2018 to win the WBA bantamweight title. He then defeated Nonito Donaire by unanimous decision. In November 2019, winning the 2020 World Boxing Super Series bantamweight title in addition to the WBA bantamweight belt. Jason Maloney lost to a brutal knockout in the 7th round, becoming the next victim of Inoue's relentless onslaught. Inoue's speed, power, and precise accuracy were so much more than Malone's. Determined to exact revenge for his previous defeat, Nonito Donaire rematched with the Japanese phenom. However, Inoue won in just the 2nd round, demonstrating his invincibility and winning the WBC bantamweight belt in a spectacular show of power in July 2023. Thought to be Ino's most formidable opponent to date, Stephen Fton was soundly defeated in the 8th round as the monster won the WBC and WBO super bantamweight titles in an equally valiant performance. But in the end, Feudal's effort held up for 2 more rounds before giving way to the unrelenting assault that had been thrown at him from the beginning. Despite being among the best fighters in their respective divisions, Fton and Tapi were unable to really threaten Inoue. The world is aware that he is exceptional, isn't it? Alternatively, it might not. He moves in a flurry, changing his feet with ease and making cunning feints so quickly and evasively that they are impossible to read. His combinations are fluid, and even when his distance accuracy falters, his quick thinking makes sure opponents can't take advantage of even the smallest indication of weakness. Dynamic and provide equal amounts of knockout power. Sharp, well executed counterattacks blend in wonderfully with a fierce, energetic attack. When the fight moves into close quarters, the elegant exchanges, the delicate fist movements, and the humorous rights and misdirections all combine to create a satisfying aggression. It's not that he hasn't been hit, rather, he just takes them all in with ease. While here's how Mike Tyson responded to Ino's fighting prowess, always landing a hard blow in return.
Looks like a f***ing pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all
Look at
of
him.
boxing.
He's vicious. The monster.
Oof.
That's a badass guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah, and
Who the
18
hell
pounds.
fights in that fucking division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the monster. He beat him so easy.
He hasn't become a force of destiny, despite having one of the most powerful arsenals in boxing, which only grows more potent and menacing as his career and battles go on. As the rest of the world eagerly anticipates his more frequent appearances. On their stages, the 5 feet 5 inches Japanese giant has developed into one of the sport's most intriguing figures, regularly delivering moments of brilliance to his home crowd. But this is his territory, and he will travel the world as he sees fit. The 31-year-old Zama, Kanagawa native, is a 4-weight world champion and the current unified super bantamweight champion. He held the WBA, IBF, and Ring Magazine lineal titles from 2019 to January 2023, and he also won the WBC Ando belts from 2022 to early 2023, so he did not dominate the division in any way at that time. He has established himself as a formidable opponent thanks to his devastating knockout power and relentless assault on his opponent's body, earning him the moniker Monster. He is considered to be among the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport because of his perfect record. He is the only Japanese boxer to ever be named #1 pound-for-pound by the prestigious magazine The Ring Fighters. Apart from his victory over Fulton, he has not had any noteworthy triumphs over a number of elite fighters, such as Omar Andres. Donaire Nonito Malin, Jason. His knockout power is a constant threat in every fight, making him one of the sport's most avoided opponents. Michael Dos Marinas and Paul Butler are just 2 examples. Let's examine Inoue's fierce and unrelenting boxing technique and identify the essential components that make him so exceptional. We examine his most effective tools in the ring and emphasize the unique characteristics that make him stand out from other combatants. Today, let's